Yo, last section, reaffirming my purpose. I am to promote peace, harmony, and love of God, humanity, and our natural world. And although many say that what one believes about life's origin doesn't matter, one of these positions must be true and the other false. Christ taught that there is a world of difference between truth and falsehood. Besides, neo-Darwinism postulates that life forms design themselves, not God. Modernist ideas such as string theory and M theory are then used to explain the first cause, removing God altogether. Yet these modernist ideas are even less reasonable. For example, string theory rests on the principle of there being one-dimensional objects. Show me a one-dimensional object and I'll show you a chair with no legs, back, or seat. Though few evolutionists use evolution to justify atrocities, they deem it natural for animals to terrorize and devour one another with teeth naturally designed to kill. If we're considered highly evolved animals, along with sharks, what's going to discourage other brutal dictators from arising? Evolution is most often misused to repudiate historical values. Modernists consider themselves evolved from primitive, so-called primitive, traditional families and their mores. Even if one could argue that the nature of life's origin is inconsequential, one postulation is basic truth, the others are false. We recognize the value of seeking truth from childhood. True answers on tests make us pass. False answers, blanks, or writing "it doesn't matter" or "I don't know" makes us fail. This carries over into adulthood as we either care about the difference between truth and falsehood or we don't. The ultimate question: are humans just another animal, or are they clearly and unequivocally distinct? And how close are other so-called primates to us? The closest primate besides us shares 95% of our DNA, not 98 to 99%. A 1 to 2% difference might allow the ability to intermate like lions and tigers can, while our 5% difference equals a difference of 150 million DNA-based pairs. Besides, evolution would have had to function naturally without any modern advantage. Yet we've now decoded the DNA molecule, positively identifying many minute parts. We can splice and align the codes of life in any fashion we choose. Even cloning is available. And since we still cannot create a supposed evolutionary ancestor, neo-Darwinism is fictitious. A common idea is that animals are not accountable to God, while people are. Neo-Darwinism is promoted for the very purpose of escaping ethics and morality. Yet, unlike other creationists who believe that animals have no spirits and will never see God, and bad children automatically attain heaven because they haven't reached a supposed age of accountability, dubious positions indeed, all creatures who can choose between good and evil may be accountable and be judged in proportion to their God-given abilities. All animals are God's children in various degrees. A mere evolution would allow no escape regardless, but there being no God would. I'm quoting Richard Dawkins, a quote that he made in 1986. By providing a naturalistic explanation of biological origins, evolution promotes atheism. Darwin made it possible to be an intellectually fulfilled atheist. End quote. Thoroughly covering every aspect of this subject is not possible in a work this size, which I'm reading on some short videos. For advanced research, the internet and full books have a wealth of information on the subject. Assuredly, every point of those who seek to dethrone God can be refuted. Like Escher's infinite staircase, their assertions look good on paper but are non-existent in real life. Life could never have existed without our Creator. Think about these things. End of this video series. Take care.